Hold on to your mustaches, Anchorman fans. What if I told you that Anchorman was almost an entirely different movie? I'm talking about plane crashes, survival battles, and a subplot where Brick Tamland trains ferrets for news assignments. Yes, ferrets. You thought Ron Burgundy's antics were bizarre? Well, that's just the beginning. Stick around as we dive into the absolutely insane first draft of Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy. A version so wild, it was practically Anchorman meets Mad Max. Trust me, you'll never look at this cult classic the same way again. Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy, is already a wild ride. From jazz flute solos to dog therapy and cologne that smells like Bigfoot sweat, it's comedy gold. But the first draft of this film? That's where things get truly legendary. Today we're peeling back the curtain on the original script for Anchorman. We'll uncover the chaotic ideas that never made it to the screen, rival news teams gone feral, a survivalist plot straight out of an action thriller, and character quirks so weird, they make Brick's I Love Lamp confession look tame. So grab your Ron Burgundy action figures, pour yourself a glass of scotch, maybe skip the milk, and let's dive in. The Anchorman we know begins in a glitzy newsroom, but the first draft, it opened mid-air with a plane crash. The script's original plot had Ron Burgundy and his Channel 4 news team stranded on a mountainside after their flight collides with another, carrying rival news anchors. This bizarre survivalist story saw the teams fighting over dwindling resources while still trying to maintain their broadcast professionalism. Imagine Brick Tamland, armed with a news mic as a weapon, yelling, "I don't know what you're yelling about," while fending off wolves. It's a hilarious concept, but so far removed from the newsroom antics we know that it's no surprise it was scrapped. Brick was weird in the final film, but the original draft took his eccentricity to another level. He wasn't just socially clueless, he had a hobby, a ferret training hobby. The plan was for Brick to own a squad of highly trained ferrets that he deployed for newsroom tasks. Need a teleprompter sabotaged? Call the ferrets. Need intel on a rival station? Ferrets. As funny as it sounds, even Ferrell and McKay eventually realized the ferrets were a bit much. But wow, what a missed merchandising opportunity. Ron Burgundy and Veronica Corningstone's romance was iconic, but in the original draft, Veronica wasn't just a rival. She was also secretly dating Wes Mantooth, Ron's nemesis from Channel 9. The result was a ridiculous love triangle filled with sabotage attempts and increasingly absurd confrontations. One scene, supposedly, had Ron challenging Wes to a jazz flute duel, which ended with Wes accidentally setting his sleeves on fire. It was peak ridiculousness, but would have been a comedy goldmine. Another scrap subplot involved Ron accidentally causing a citywide panic over a cat show gone wrong. Picture this. Ron airs a breaking news segment that widely misinterprets a local event, leading to a chaotic chain reaction. By the end, the streets of San Diego are overrun with angry cat owners trying to reclaim their escaped pets. While this idea didn't make the cut, it's a perfect example of the absurdity Ferrell and McKay initially envisioned. The final version of Anchorman gave us an unforgettable alley fight between rival news teams, complete with tridents and grenades. But the original draft took this to another level. The rival teams were supposed to compete in an underground, gladiator-style competition hosted by a corrupt broadcasting executive. These battles weren't just for fun, they were broadcasted live as rating stunts, a satirical jab at the extremes media would go to for views. Think Anchorman meets the Hungar Games. The original script was funny, but it was also chaotic. Ferrell and McKay realized they needed to scale back the insanity to make the movie more cohesive. By trimming the wilder subplots, they gave Ron Burgundy and the core Channel 4 crew the spotlight they deserved. These changes also let the film's satire on the 1970s sexism and media culture shine through. As hilarious as ferrets and survival plots were, they risked overshadowing the central themes. And there you have it, the unhinged first draft of Anchorman. It's a fascinating glimpse into how comedies evolve from chaotic brainstorms to polished classics. So what do you think? Would you have liked to see ferret wrangling Brick or survivalist Ron Burgundy battling rival anchors in the wilderness? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this dive into Anchorman's original script, Make sure to subscribe to Director's Cut for more behind-the-scenes stories from your favorite movies. And remember, stay classy, YouTube.